Welcome to the Rainmaker Edge Perspective, your best destination podcast for the cutting-edge methods and strategies to take your business to the next level using the latest marketing technology. Brought to you by Rainmaker Reputation. Tune in and stay ahead of the curve with us.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Rainmaker's Edge Perspective. You know we love bringing you the latest insights to help you really level up your social media game. And today, we're diving deep into the 2025 Sprout Social Index. Yeah, this thing is absolutely packed with data that can help you connect with your audience better than ever. So let's jump right in.
You know, one of the things that really stood out to us is just how important authenticity is becoming. Like, consumers are so much more aware now, they can spot a fake trend a mile away. And the index actually says that 93% of consumers think brands really need to stay culturally relevant. But get this, 33% find it kind of embarrassing when brands just chase every single trend.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It's not enough to just hop on whatever's viral anymore. You really got to build those genuine connections with your audience. And the index found that a whopping 46% of consumers said that authenticity and original content are like the most important things to them. So basically, you got to be real if you want to win them over.
It's all about being relatable, letting your personality shine through in your content, and creating stuff that your audience actually connects with. But don't just take our word for it. The data is there. 81% of consumers actually admit to making impulse purchases based on something they saw on social media.
Wow, that's huge. So basically, just by engaging with your audience the right way, you could be tapping into a whole pool of customers who are ready to buy.
Exactly. But here's the thing. There's another side to this whole engagement thing. The index also found that 73% of consumers would switch to a competitor if a brand just ignored them on social media. So think of it this way. Social media is like the modern day town square. You got to be present. You got to be engaged. And you have to be responsive. If someone comments on your post or asks you a question, acknowledge them. Show them that you're listening.
Absolutely. It's all about building those relationships. But I know a lot of business owners are probably feeling overwhelmed, like just trying to keep up with everything on social media. It's a lot. But, the index actually highlighted some pretty cool ways that AI is being used, not to replace marketing teams, but to actually empower them. And this is where it gets interesting. 86% of marketing leaders are actually planning to grow their teams in 2025.
Yeah, and a good chunk of them, like 53%, believe that AI is going to be super important to make that growth happen. So think about it. AI can take care of all those tedious tasks, like scheduling posts, pulling reports, even suggesting content ideas.
Right. That frees you up to focus on the bigger picture, like coming up with your strategy and building those genuine connections we talked about. Speaking of strategy, one of the big things the index pointed out is that people are more and more concerned about misinformation online. Like 93% of consumers think that brands need to do more to fight back against it.
Yeah, and this is a huge opportunity for local businesses to step up and become those trusted sources of information in their communities. Think about it. You're already a part of the community. You know what's going on. You have your finger on the pulse. So by sharing accurate information, fact-checking things, and addressing concerns head-on, you build trust, and you show people that you're a reliable source.
It's about being a responsible member of the online community. And you know that responsibility extends to how we use AI as well. Because the index actually found that 93% of social media practitioners believe that AI can help them overcome something called creative fatigue.
Which is a real thing. It's easy to burn out in this fast-paced digital world. But AI can be like this awesome tool. It helps you work smarter, not harder, helps you stay on top of trends, identify new content opportunities, and even personalize your messaging.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember that AI is a tool. We're still the ones in control. We make the decisions. And we make sure our content is authentic and aligned with our values.
Exactly. Speaking of control, let's talk about where you should be focusing your efforts in terms of platforms. Because the index gives us a really interesting breakdown of how people are using different platforms and what kind of buying behavior we see on each one. And you might be surprised to hear that Facebook is still the king. Like 90% of consumers have a Facebook profile. And it's the top platform for making purchases across all age groups.
Wow, Facebook is still going strong. I guess it might not be the shiniest new toy anymore, but it's definitely still super relevant.
For sure, especially if you're trying to reach a broad audience. But Facebook's not the only game in town. Instagram is a close second with 82% of consumers. And it's really great for visually showcasing your brand and connecting with your audience through images and stories.
Right, then there's YouTube. With 76% reach, it's the place to be for longer form videos, like tutorials or behind-the-scenes content.
Exactly. And then, of course, you've got TikTok, which is really making waves. Especially with younger audiences, 58% of consumers are on TikTok, and it's actually the top platform for driving purchases among Gen Z and millennials.
So if you want to connect with those younger demographics, TikTok is the place to be. It's all about creativity, authenticity, and those short-form videos that everyone loves.
Yeah, and we can't forget about X and Snapchat. X is still great for real-time conversations and news updates, and Snapchat is known for its disappearing content and its appeal to a younger, more mobile-first audience.
So basically what this means is that you need to choose your platforms strategically. Think about who your target audience is, what your goals are, and what type of content works best on each platform.
Exactly. Don't feel like you have to be on every single platform. It's better to be awesome on a few than just mediocre on a bunch of them. Choose the platforms where your audience is hanging out and where you can create content that really stands out. And don't forget, the social media landscape is constantly changing. What works today might not work tomorrow. So staying informed about platform updates, algorithm changes, and new trends is going to give you a big edge.
It's all about being adaptable and being willing to experiment. Speaking of experimenting, the Index had some pretty interesting findings about short-form video content and how it's really resonating with people of all ages.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly short-form video has taken off. It's not just for Gen Z and millennials anymore. It seems like everyone's scrolling through TikTok and Reels these days.
It's true. And it makes sense. Short-form videos are quick, engaging, and visually appealing. They're perfect for grabbing people's attention,
Yeah.
especially in a world where we're constantly bombarded with information. And the Index actually shows that even older generations are getting into short-form video now.
Yeah, and for local businesses, this is a huge opportunity. You can use short-form video to share quick tips, showcase your products or services in action, or even give people a behind-the-scenes look at your business.
It's a great way to let your personality shine through and create content that feels really authentic and relatable. Plus, you don't need a fancy camera crew or anything.
Exactly. Just your smartphone and a little bit of creativity can go a long way. And there are so many tools out there now to help you edit and polish your videos. The key is to make sure your content is relevant to your target audience and that it adds value to their lives.
Speaking of adding value, the Index also highlighted how important influencer marketing is becoming. And it's not just for big brands anymore. Local businesses can definitely leverage the power of influencers to reach new people and build credibility.
Yeah, it's all about finding the right influencers, the ones who align with your brand values and who have a genuine connection with their audience. The Index actually found that people are way more likely to trust recommendations from people they see as authentic and relatable.
It's like modern-day word-of-mouth marketing. We
Yeah.
trust the recommendations of people we follow and admire.
Exactly. So if you're thinking about incorporating influencer marketing into your strategy, do your research. Look for influencers who have a strong following within your target market, who create high-quality content, and who have a good engagement rate with their audience.
And remember, it's about building real relationships with these influencers, not just seeing them as a means to an end. You want to collaborate with them, treat them with respect, and give them the creative freedom to showcase your brand in a way that feels authentic to their audience.
For sure. And make sure you're measuring your results. Track your key metrics to see what's working and what's not. That's the beauty of digital marketing. It's so measurable. So use that data to optimize your influencer marketing campaigns and get the most out of your investment.
So we've covered a lot of ground today. We talked about authenticity, short-form video, and the power of influencer marketing. But as you mentioned earlier, the social media landscape is always changing. It can feel pretty overwhelming for business owners who are already juggling a million things.
Absolutely. But the good news is that there are tons of tools and resources out there to help you stay ahead of the curve. And that brings us back to one of the big themes we've been talking about today: using AI strategically to empower your social media efforts.
Right. The Index data clearly shows that AI isn't about replacing human marketers. It's about making them even better. Think of AI as your co-pilot. It handles those time-consuming tasks so you can focus on strategy, creativity, and building those all-important relationships.
Exactly. And one area where AI can really shine is in platform management. Remember all those platform usage stats we talked about? Facebook with its massive reach, Instagram with its focus on visual storytelling, TikTok capturing those younger generations. Each platform has its own little quirks, and AI can help you tailor your approach to each one.
It's like having a personal assistant who knows all the ins and outs of every platform. They can help you schedule your posts at the best times, analyze what's resonating with your audience, and even suggest content ideas based on what's trending.
Yeah, and let's not forget about the role of AI in content creation. Tools like Rainmaker Reputation AI CRM's social poster can help you come up with engaging captions, find the right visuals, and even create short-form videos that really grab attention.
It's like having a creative partner right there with you, bouncing ideas off of each other, and helping you bring your vision to life.
But like we've been saying throughout this whole deep dive, the human element is still absolutely essential. AI is a powerful tool, but it's up to you to guide it and make sure your content is authentic and resonates with your audience on a personal level.
So to wrap up our exploration of the 2025 Sprout Social Index, let's break down the key takeaways for all you local business owners out there. First and foremost, authenticity is king. Consumers are smart. They want genuine connections, and they can spot a fake from a mile away.
Absolutely. And that authenticity should be in everything you do online, from the content you create to how you interact with your audience. Don't be afraid to let your personality show, share your story, and build relationships based on trust and transparency.
Next up, embrace the power of short-form video. It's engaging, it's shareable, and it's quickly becoming the way that people of all ages prefer to consume information online. So experiment with different platforms. Find what works for your brand, and don't be afraid to have some fun with it.
And remember the potential of influencer marketing. Collaborate with people who share your values and who have a genuine connection with your target audience. Treat them like partners, not just promotional tools. And watch as they help you reach new heights.
And finally, embrace AI as a valuable tool to boost your social media game. Use it to streamline your workflow, optimize your content, and free up your time so you can focus on what matters most, building those authentic connections with your audience.
The 2025 Sprout Social Index paints a really clear picture. The future of social media is all about connection, creativity, and using technology strategically. And by embracing these principles, local businesses can absolutely thrive in this ever-changing digital landscape.
So we hope this deep dive is giving you some valuable insights and some actionable strategies to really take your social media game to the next level in 2025 and beyond. Thanks for joining us on the Rainmaker's Edge Perspective.
And don't forget, the social media world, it's like constantly changing. What works today might be totally different tomorrow.
That's so true. You got to be ready to adapt and experiment. Speaking of experimenting, the index actually had some interesting findings about short-form video and how it's really connecting with people of all ages.
It's kind of crazy how fast short-form videos has blown up. It's not just a Gen Z and millennial thing anymore. It seems like everyone is glued to TikTok and Reels these days.
It's so true. I mean, it makes sense though, right? Short videos are quick, engaging, visually appealing. It's the perfect way to grab someone's attention in this super fast-paced world where everyone's always bombarded with information. And the index even showed that older demographics are getting in on the action too.
Yeah, for sure. And for local businesses, this is like a golden opportunity. You can use these short videos to share quick tips, show off your products or services, give people a behind-the-scenes look at your business.
It's a great way to let your personality shine through and create content that feels really authentic and relatable. And the best part is you don't need a whole film crew.
Nope. Your smartphone and a little creativity can go a long way. There are tons of tools out there to help you edit and make your videos look super professional. The most important thing is to make sure your content is actually relevant to your audience and that it provides some kind of value for them.
Speaking of adding value, the index also talked about the growing importance of influencer marketing. And it's not just for the big brands anymore. Local businesses can definitely leverage influencers to reach new customers and build credibility.
Totally agree. It's all about finding the right influencers, though, the ones who really align with your brand values and who have a genuine connection with their followers. You know, the index found that people are way more likely to trust recommendations from people they see as authentic and relatable.
It's like the modern version of word-of-mouth marketing. We trust the opinions of people we follow and admire.
Exactly. So if you're thinking about working with influencers, do your homework. Look for influencers who have a strong following within your target market, who create high-quality content, and who have good engagement with their audience.
And remember, it's not just about using them for promotion. It's about building real relationships. Collaborate with them. Treat them with respect. Give them the creative freedom to showcase your brand in a way that feels authentic to their audience.
Absolutely. And don't forget to track your results, measure those key metrics, see what's working and what's not. The beauty of digital marketing is that it's so measurable. Use that data to tweak your influencer marketing campaigns and get the best return on your investment.
So we've covered a lot of ground today. Authenticity, short-form video, the power of influencers. But as you said earlier, the social media world is always changing.
Yeah,
It can feel like you're constantly playing catch-up.
I know, right? But the good news is there are tools and resources out there to help you stay ahead of the game. And this kind of brings us back to one of the main points we've been talking about, using AI strategically to really boost your social media efforts.
Yeah, the index data show that AI isn't about replacing us humans. It's about giving us superpowers. Like, it's your co-pilot, It takes care of all the busy work so you can focus on the strategy, the creativity, and building those relationships.
It's like having a super efficient assistant. And one place where AI can really shine is in platform management. Remember all those stats about how people use different platforms? Facebook's huge reach, Instagram and its visual storytelling, TikTok and the younger crowd. Each platform has its own personality. And AI can help you customize your approach for each one.
So it's like having a personal assistant who's an expert on every platform. They can help you schedule your post at the perfect time, figure out what's resonating with your audience, even suggest content ideas based on what's trending.
Yeah, and AI is a game changer for content creation too. Tools like Rainmaker Reputation AI, CRM Social Poster, can help you write awesome captions, find the right visuals, even create those attention-grabbing short videos.
It's like having a creative partner in your corner, helping you brainstorm ideas and bring your vision to life.
But, like we've been saying all along, we can't forget about the human touch. AI is a powerful tool, but it's up to you to use it wisely. Make sure your content is authentic and connects with your audience on a personal level.
All right, so as we wrap up our deep dive into the 2025 Sprout Social Index, let's recap the key takeaways for all you local business owners. Number one, authenticity is everything. Consumers are smart. They can sniff out a fake a mile away. They want real connections.
Definitely. And that authenticity needs to be baked into everything you do online, the content you create, the way you interact with your audience. Don't be afraid to show your personality. Share your story. Build those relationships based on trust and transparency.
Number two, jump on the short-form video train. It's engaging, it's shareable, it's how people of all ages want to get their information these days. So play around with different platforms. Find what works for you and have fun with it.
And don't underestimate the power of influencer marketing. Find those influencers who share your values, who have a strong connection with your ideal customer. Treat them like partners, not just advertising tools. And they can help you reach new heights.
And last but not least, embrace AI. It's a game changer for your social media strategy. Use it to streamline your work, optimize your content, and free up your time to focus on building those authentic connections.
The 2025 Sprout Social Index shows us the future of social media is all about connection, creativity, and smart use of technology. By following these principles, local businesses can really thrive in this ever-changing digital world.
Well, we hope this deep dive gave you some valuable insights and some actionable strategies to level up your social media game in 2025 and beyond. Thanks for joining us on the Rainmaker's Edge Perspective.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Rainmaker's Edge Perspective. We hope you gained valuable insights and feel inspired to tackle the friction in your business with smart marketing tech. Remember, leveraging tech with the right strategy can give you that edge you are seeking. Before we finish, a word from our sponsor. If you are ready to take your business to the next level, Rainmaker Reputation AI CRM offers a powerful CRM solution tailored for entrepreneurs just like you. Say goodbye to the manual drudgery and hello to the freedom to focus on what moves your bottom line. Visit Rainmaker Reputation. That's rainmakerreputation.com. Until next time, stay on the Rainmaker's Edge.